criticizing parents or these kids that want to be grown, criticizing parents. When does a teen individual accountability start? And I got a video to go with this too when we get done talking about it.
You can
When do
smell
they?
yourself and you start washing yourself. It's your
Yeah.
responsibility to wash your butt, brush your teeth. It's your responsibility to conduct yourself accordingly outside of this house. In the house with me, you have my protection. When you out there, I can't control the police and then your teachers. Um, they're going to see you as a man, and they might defend themselves against
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what I mean? So that's why respect is a very valuable lesson to teach at home before they get out there in the world.
Yeah. What do you think, Bill?
Um, Me, I think probably about 12, maybe,
That's a good one. Yeah.
maybe about 11 or 12. But yeah, just accountability. Be like, cause I think they was teaching that in the Bible too. Like, no, once you get this certain amount of age, like
Yeah.
you responsible for your own
Age of
sins.
accountability. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah.
I'm gonna play this video real quick. Let me show this video.
That don't mean you ready though.
Oh yeah, I mean some people 18, 21, 25. I'm still a kid. You know what I mean? And the prison's gonna teach.
When did you come here to Indiana State Prison?
Oh, well, I came here in 1989 at the age of 15 years old.
Dude been
I
in
was
jail
actually
since
convicted of the crime
89.
that I'm here for at the age of 13 years old. So
And what was the crime?
double homicide. So I committed a double homicide at the age of 13 years old. At the age of 15, my case had ran its.
I just thought he said that like nonchalantly, like double homicide.
Mhm. Mhm.
You say it fast, don't hit as hard.
Mhm.
He been in jail since he was 87, man. That's crazy. 22.
And they was charging a 13-year-old as an adult.
I
In
mean,
the
he did a
80s.
double homicide. That's a kid crime. That's a kid crime.
Yeah,
Double homicide.
no. It's not the crime, it's the age of the person. I don't care what heinous, like if a 7-year-old does something, kills, or press a button, derail a train, and it kills 100 people, a child still did that.
He was
Mhm.
15 though.
I mean, he was still a child in my eyes.
And double homicide. All right.
Course through the court, and I was sitting here to this prison in 1989.
Double homicide
Yes, sir.
at the age of 13.
13, yes.
Oh
sir.
wow, 13.
That's very, very young.
It's tragic, to say the least, and it is very young. Absolutely, it's unheard of. You know, wow, it's unspeakable to say the least. Even reflecting on it, almost 25 years later. In August, it'll be 25 years since that crime took place. It's still very vivid. It's still very poignant. It still resonates, and it still has the same amount of tragic elements involved in it now as it did then. And it will always be with me for the rest of my life. I always say it's like an albatross around my neck. No matter where I go or what I do for the rest of my life, it'll always be with me.
What were the circumstances which led up to the incident which
Talking
led
about
you
that
in
Tuesday
prison at the
pills.
age of
So be like a
15?
Cuban link.
Me and a
Around
friend
your
had
neck
basically
forever.
planned to get money to go to a fair, and to do so we're going to cut grass. And we went to a home basically, and they said they didn't want their grass cut, and rather than continue on the vein and go to the next home, we decided to push into the home essentially, and it ended in a double homicide. It's that simple. And for our complicity in that crime, I was sentenced to 170 years, 170.
You got a sentence of 170 years.
Yeah.
However you cut that,
That shouldn't be possible.
you were not going to get out of here.
I'm eligible for parole when I turn 100 years old.
Have you ever thought about all the things that you have missed?
Man, boy said he got 170 years.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be possible.
Man.
And
Why
that's
shouldn't
cruel
it be
unusual
possible?
punishment. And why did they put a 15-year-old in there with the grown men? He should have been in the juvenile system until
He
he
probably
turned
started out there.
18
He probably started out there.
No. He said they took me to this place.
Oh, yeah. And that's why we always tell kids you really need to think before you do. You see what he said? He said they was going to do the right thing to cut the grass. And then they didn't want to get their grass cut. So they said, I wonder, did he spark that idea or did his homeboy spark that idea? Somebody sparked that idea.
But you
know what
got
I'm
to
saying?
think about this. Look at that. They were thinking like children.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were trying to get money to go to a fair. They weren't trying to rob a bank. They weren't trying to buy drugs. They weren't trying to be kingpins. They just wanted to go ride rides at the fair like little
Mhm.
kids. And
Mhm.
they stepped into big boy crime. But look
Mm-hmm.
at the mindset. That's what.
Yeah.
And then notice he said that instead of going to another house to ask them if they want their grass cut, they decided to go into the house, kick in the door of the house.
Yeah. Cause they've been turned around probably so
Yeah.
many times. Like, damn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's why sometimes, well, when I said in the SWATs, like when somebody offered to cut my grass, I'd be like, how much you charge? Yeah, go on cut it. Cause I don't want them to come back and be like, man, we finna rob.
But
You
here's the
know what
thing
I mean?
too. If one or two things could happen, they could have went to jail, or what was the other person had a gun and went in the house, and could have got killed
Mm-hmm.
too. So
See,
it's
Willie Manchester, he ain't gonna care.
boy, Willie Manchester gonna put that shotgun out. Boy had the Hun rifle, man. What 18-inch barrel? It seemed like he had. But yeah, man. That's what we trying to tell these kids. When you become a teen, man, you be thinking like, man, they gonna charge me as a kid, but that's not always the case, man. You can't make a decision thinking it's gonna go this way. Like he wasn't able to pick. Hey, I want to be charged as a 15-year-old. It don't work like that when you do stuff like a double
Yeah,
homicide.
yeah.
You're pretty much leaving it up to somebody else to make that decision or what your life gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Off of probably a 5-minute decision or maybe even 10 minutes. I don't know. But it's tough, man.
Yeah, and
Hate it for that brother, man. But
they they gotta learn. Once you step into that thinking you're a adult, man, it's you gonna have to pay that price, brother.
yeah, some mistakes you can't make. I
And
mean,
they teach us that when we young, like, oh yeah, man, they gonna let you out. You a juvenile.
Oh
Shoot.
yeah, when they trying to convince you to do something,
Yeah.
you hold the
yeah,
work real quick. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna charge
yeah,
you. This your first offense and things like that. Like so your criminal record sometimes is like your credit score, and you're gonna
yeah.
mess up your credit score at 7, 8, 9, 10 because
Mm-hmm.
Big Cuz told you it was gonna be straight and it's not straight, and now it's hard for you to get into college and all these other things. And Mike talk about it all the time. It's a difference between public defender and a paid lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, a
Ain't
$10,000
no
difference
way
now,
in
probably.
the world if they found the murder weapon and they knew these two kids did this, that they would go all the way to trial and let them kids end up getting 170 years. Somebody should have made a deal like, hey, plea bargain, something like.
Or guess what happens? You do that and you kill the wrong two people. That can happen too. One decision, it could just be like a double whammy. You kill some, and it be some people that's politically charged. I don't know, because you kill this group of people. You kill an apple, it look way bigger than if you kill oranges. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he killed 2 apples. We're gonna
These
give him
guys
the
are
max.
predators.
Yeah, we'll give him the max. So that's
Mm.
man. And like I say, decisions can happen so fast you don't realize that you made that decision. That's why you got to slow down and think. It's a game, thinking game. That's why you got to think.